All right. Let's see. And we have Emmanuel. Yeah. Emmanuel is talking to Majid. And Juanpa says Pura Vida Mehran. And Pura Vida Juanpa, male 24, Costa Rica. And thank you for that. Nick says male 43, New Zealand. Tena Koe Matua. Thank you so much, Nick. And what was hanga? Kia ora. Yeah, am I right? Kia ora. All right. Chris says, I've watched some of your videos on how to move on, and they have helped me a lot, but I just can't seem to shake the feeling of regret and what could have been. Yeah, isn't that? This what if is a problem. And that is, in a way, not in this case particularly, in a way, part of negative thoughts. Because what if could be in anything. What if I don't like the tea that I'm drinking, but I'm drinking it? What am I drinking? Is all these what ifs of all kinds are just nonsense. Just focus on the now. To put away every goddamn thing that comes to mind and entertain them as they have a legitimate concern or they have they're entitled to be responded to is futile in life. All thoughts are simply nonsense. You are the one who gets to choose which thought to respond to and which thought simply don't. If you don't pay attention to a thought, the thought will never have a life. It will never become anything other than just a suggestion which was not paid attention to. And this business of regret because of what if is because of what if that regret comes. Like anything else, again. So what you need to simply do is to, as you have watched some of my videos, go on my channel and write in the search engine the word regret and see what comes up. Because then you will have a nice, relaxed time to listen to the stuff that I said in it. And he says, regret and what could have been. I know our relationship wasn't going to last forever, but I feel like I missed out on many experiences that life always wanted, that I've always wanted and wasn't able to get. Do you get all kinds of fruits that you like from one tree? You want apple, oranges, grapefruits, I don't know, banana, pomegranates, kiwi, all of it. You get it on one tree? No, you don't. Go to this tree, you experience this apple, this fruit. And then if it doesn't have any fruit or doesn't give any, or you finished it, you had one, there are other fruits that you need to go to other trees. Same thing. In one experience, one relationship, you want to experience everything that you thought you want to experience in life. This itself was one of those everything that you wanted to experience. So you experienced it. This is how it became. And now you go on and experience other things that are available to you through other sources. Even if it's apple you want, that's not the only apple tree. There are other apple trees. It just so happens that doesn't have any more, or doesn't want to give you your apple, give the apple to you. So, okay, the hell with it, I go somewhere else. So you need to stop regretting, because at the time that you make a decision, at the time a human being makes a decision, one thinks that that decision was correct. If you knew better, you would have made a different decision. According to what you knew, what was available to you, the knowledge that was available to you, you made a decision. What's there to regret if later on you there are more information, other information becomes available that would influence your decision, which was not available to you at the time you were making that decision. So at the time that you were making decision, in the stage of life that you were, you acted, felt, thought, reacted in a certain way. But neither that situation exists nor you are the same person, because every time dynamically our consciousness changes and modifies and expands and enhances. So today you cannot simply be triggered by the way you handled certain things or reacted or thought or felt in a certain way about a certain thing at a certain age, that is still you. It's not you. You're totally different, but you have a memory of that and you think that memory means your characteristic. No, that memory just means an event. It's saying that I remember that team, that certain game played that particular portion of the game in that way, or won or lost. But a year later, that team is a different team. In its players, in its thinking, in its experience, in its everything. You can't simply look at that, what was, as what is, or what it will be. Every time what it is only at that moment. At that point in time, at that time in space. The same thing with you. You cannot regret anything or take any way that you have acted or reacted or felt or thought in a certain time of your life as what the foundation of you is and what you are today. And that's how you probably is. And the question, why did I do that then? Because then you didn't know any better. You were still growing. And now you're a different entity. And you should not think, even though you're different, but I did that, react to that thing then in that certain way. So maybe that explains who I am today. No, that doesn't. That explains your level of understanding and experience in life and reflection in life then at that age, at that stage. But now you're totally a different person. That who you were or how you behaved or reacted or felt or thought is no longer in existence. The memory of it cannot make you that what you were or that how you reacted, because that was a limited information. Knowledge is always limited. And knowledge and ignorance goes hand in hand. You can't expect just because you made a certain decision or certain behavior or certain thoughts or certain feelings at certain thing in a certain time of your life, then you will always have that as who you are, while you're constantly enhancing your knowledge, understanding, experience. Hence your mentality, consciousness, thoughts, everything else is affected and changed. The personality and everything changes. We remember, but we are not what we remember. We remember, but we are never what we remember. We are always the now, which is totally different and always fresh and always stronger, advancing toward what it is, the path that we have taken to follow. So no regret, no confusion, no question, just advancement, just learning experiences. You don't have to wonder, you don't have to ponder why I did this that way, I thought that way, I felt that way. None of that. Because that is the stage of life you were. And this is the stage of your life you are now. So never what you were, never what you will. You are this, and you'll always be advancing in your knowledge and your qualities based on the path that is set in you and how you're put together. So in this case, regret is because you think you could have made a different judgment or behavior then based on what you are now. What you are now is totally different than when you made that decision with your relationship. So I hope that gives you an idea And now just click on the video that talks about this regret. Just type in regret and see what comes up. I bet you something comes up.